right, we've got something different for you. We are cooking with the Studio 10 crew today for Fox News at 4. Studio 10 host Chelsea Sayasan is at Rouse's in West Mobile making chicken parmesan with Chef Nino. Here's a look.
We are at Rouse's in West Mobile with Chef Nino making something truly Italian today.
This is one of the top 10 dishes when you think of anything Italian in a restaurant. We're gonna make chicken parmigiana.
So good. Now, if you're new to Studio 10, thank you for joining us. But Chef Nino lived in Italy for quite some time,
Yes,
so you are very familiar with their food.
Oh man, and I love shopping at Rouse's. We getting a lot of the great ingredients from Italy. We got the San Marzano tomatoes from Italy, etc. And so let's just jump right into this. I love the Rouse's all natural chicken, fresh chicken, no hormones ever, no antibiotics ever, no animal byproducts fed ever, and it's really nice stuff. And here's a mistake a lot of people make with chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
It comes out dry.
I get that.
You know why? Because if you go ahead and start with something this thick, it's going to be dry. So you're going to have to butterfly it out. And if you don't have the knife skills, you can put a couple of pieces of saran wrap or even 2 grocery bags and just with a mallet or bottom of a wine bottle, pound it out. But if you got a little bit of skill and a knife, just kind of butterfly it out.
Yeah.
And I would like to get it even a little bit thinner than that if I can. So I'm gonna turn it over. And there we are.
Nice.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want it about that thin because it's going to cook quicker in there. So here, by the time the outside is done, now, by the time the inside is done this thick, the outside is dry.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing here. We're just prepping the chicken breast. We even sell at times the chicken breast cutlets already cut like that.
Nice.
So if you're lucky enough to find them like that.
But not a hard thing to do if you just do want to use a bottom of a wine bottle, or you can cut it if you want to. See, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that.
How about that, huh?
We're learning today from Professor
And I'm telling you, you're going to have moist, juicy chicken parmesan. You don't even need a knife. You can just use your fork.
Yeah, all the good stuff. So while you continue to do that, you already told us about the San Marzano tomatoes. Also using mozzarella.
Oh, you got to have the mozzarella. Hey, all right. So it's 3-part process, okay? You're going to have your flour. We're going to season. Another mistake people make with chicken parmigiana is this right here. They will just season the egg wash or season the breadcrumb. We're going to season the chicken breast. We're going to season the flour. We're going to season the egg wash and season the breadcrumbs. So you'll get seasoning in all aspects. Not over seasoning, but you can do salt and pepper. I'm going to use my own Make It Italian seasoning. So let's go ahead and do we start now?
Why don't we go ahead and dump the stuff in there? Yeah. And then you're just using the Italian seasoning in all of this, correct?
So the breadcrumbs and your Parmesan cheese go together, okay? And we're going to go ahead and season that up, okay? All right, we're going to season the egg wash, and we're going to season the flour, okay? And when we come back, we're going to show you the 3-part process of how to bread it.
All right, that is next with Chef Nino after you see this.
All right, we're going to go back now and check in with our Studio 10 crew at Rouse's in West Mobile. So Chelsea is back with Chef Nino this time, working on that chicken parmesan. And what else?
Welcome to class. Professor Nino is teaching us all the ins and outs of chicken parmigiana.
You follow this recipe, you have perfect chicken parmesan. We butterflied our chicken breast because it was so thick. And that's why you have dry chicken breast, because they're so thick. By the time the inside is done, the outside is burnt or charred or dry. So we're going to do our triple batter here. We have some flour with some Italian seasoning. We have our egg wash with Italian seasoning, our Italian breadcrumbs with Parmesan cheese in there with some Italian seasoning, and we season the meat. So are we ready?
Let's do it.
We went ahead and got our olive oil up to temperature, and I believe it's ready. How we tell is we just kind of...
Water. I learned that from you.
Yes, just a little. Almost. My daddy would. Serious. No.
You're kidding.
No, it's a girl. I remember the old movie that I would deal. They don't care to get all that stuff. It don't matter. It balls on up. No, really, it's the truth. Am I telling the truth?
Don't do that.
Okay. Okay, it's ready. Y'all want to see magic happen? Check this out. Flour first.
Okay.
Okay. Then the egg wash.
Yeah.
Get everything coated real good. Okay. Look at that. Then the Parmigiano Reggiano and breadcrumb mixture. Now at this point you see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not putting any pressure on that to really push it down. Okay? That's how I'm doing it. I'm just basically coating it.
You're playing in the sand.
I like that. That's a good idea. Now, if you want to get really fancy, put this in a plate in the refrigerator for a couple hours. It's going to dehydrate it, and you're going to have less sediment at the bottom of the skillet, but I don't have time. All right? Let's do that again.
All right. Yeah, this is pretty easy.
It is.
I told Chef Nino this is one of those recipes, and our photographer Mick agreed that it's always one of my favorites, so good, but I've never made it at home. I don't know where to start, or didn't, I should say, past tense. I did not know where to start, but now I do.
And that's the purpose of these shows, to give you some encouragement, some tips, and get you cooking again. Because I guarantee you're going to make this a whole lot better at your house than going out to eat in most restaurants. This is really, look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
How about that?
About how long until it's golden brown, or?
Until it's golden brown, yeah. I would say about 5 minutes on each side. Now, another trick. Don't cook it all the way. Because once it's browned to about 80%, we're going to put it on a tray. We're going to put some sauce, mozzarella cheese, put it in the oven for about 15 more minutes. So if you cook it 100% here, cook it in the oven, it's going to be dry. Undercook it slightly here.
Slightly.
And let the oven finish cooking it, and you can have perfect chicken parmigiana every time.
All right, we're going to let this finish cooking. When we come back, we're going to add our tomatoes and our cheese. You don't want to miss it next on Studio 10.
Let's go back to Chelsea and Chef Nino to wrap up that cooking process with the final plate of the chicken parmesan.
All right, this is the final look at our Parmigiano. Wait.
Chicken parmigiana.
I'm thinking of the cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yes. It's really chicken parmesan, but that's okay.
I'm not Italian, so I'm learning. Okay, so we've been working on this. We've got our chicken done, well, kind of done here,
Yeah,
right?
about 80% is done. It made a nice golden brown.
Yeah.
This tomato sauce been cooking for about 20 minutes with some fresh cut basil. So all we're gonna do now, we're gonna put our mozzarella cheese and we're gonna bake it for about 15 minutes.
That's it, right?
Okay, that's it.
Wow.
We're gonna put that in. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And I'm really coming with a really hot pan here coming out. So we're gonna be careful, don't touch this pan, please. Not that I care about you burning yourself, but I really would like to finish the show without ambulances.
Hey,
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Can I get a drum roll?
okay.
All right. Where's my spatula?
What you doing?
Oh my goodness. Don't touch, don't touch. Don't touch. Okay, there.
Oh,
all right.
It smells so
Would you look at this?
Wow.
Folks, this is, move that forward, please. Chicken parmigiana. Look at that. It's probably going to be too hot to taste, but would you just maybe cut a piece?
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
If you want to be so slow at it, I can just do the doggone thing myself. Not in my contract, but I'll do it. I've read it in the contract.
Keep on talking. Keep on talking, Nino. Yum.
Folks, look at this. It's tender. Look at that. I mean, literally, I don't really need this.
No, I don't really. I promise you I will eat this. I know I'm not going to eat it right now because I don't want to have third-degree burns to my mouth. But you can find this recipe at fox10tv.com, rouses.com, and all the ingredients at Rouses.
That's right. We're a smash hit today. Look at this. You're going to love this.
We'll see you next time.